I've had a few inquiries about the Jacksons camper on the back of my 79 and what it's like to live with. So I thought I'd start off with the initial thing you have to do, and that is transforming the vehicle from a ute into a camper, which involves reversing underneath it and dropping it down. It's got 4 legs which prop it up so you can store it in a shed and use your car as an everyday car, like we use it around the farm, pick up wood and pick up hay and all that sort of stuff. But when we want to go camping, we just reverse back under and drop it back down. Now it's not quite as simple, as it's not a 2-minute job. I reckon it took me about 20 minutes to do that, a little bit of extra time because I was running a couple of cameras, and I can show you how that all went. So it's not the sort of thing you want to just take off and take on at the drop of a hat, but it's not too bad. I think 20 minutes, let's say with 2 people, you'll easily do it in 15 minutes. When you're on your own, it's just a bit more tricky to reverse the car back because you can't really see where you're going. It's nice to have someone to direct you, and if it looks like you're going to run into one of the legs, have someone shout out stop. And when you're on your own, you just got to do it bit by bit. The unit weighs about 500 kilos when it's empty. It's got 100 litres of water in it, so that's 100 kilos. So the 500 plus the 100 kilos of water plus maybe another 100 kilos worth of gear, it's got to be up around 650, 700. So I've just got the car pretty much lined up. It's not perfect on the side. You can see down the side it needs a little bit of a shove, but you can push it around quite well on the legs. So now the car's so close, I'm just going to turn it off. It's in neutral. Because I'm on a nice smooth concrete floor, I can actually just take my hands and push on the wheels, and that will move the car backwards and forwards. But there's a connector in between the two. It's an Anderson plug, and that's easy enough. And then there's another one for the automatic unlocking. You can see when I drop the canopy down with the winders that the back of the car sags a bit, not a whole lot, probably 20 or 30 mil, and it's got airbags on the back to compensate for that. Normally with nothing in the back, I run them at 0 PSI, which is okay. The ARB airbags can run at 0 PSI, some airbags can't. And just to pop it back up a little bit, I've put in another 15 PSI in the rear bags, and that just brings it up level again. The canopy is tied down to the tray with a custom-made clamp, I guess it is. Just slips into the receptacle on the camper. The clip goes onto the hook that's on the tray. It's like a one-way locking pin, so once it's shut it can't come open again. And for extra security, there's just a little split pin which I just push all the way through. Now my tray is not just a normal tray, it's been built by Jacksons to have this canopy put on top of it. The front of the canopy, at my choice, I chose to have a pod on the front with my spare tyre in it and some storage. You can put the spare tyre underneath, but I always find that's a pain, and I wanted to have a water tank underneath and a drawer underneath. So I've got a permanently attached pod behind my cabin. There's a reasonable amount of storage space in the pod. We mainly, on this side, just use it if we're running around in the car, just for putting our shopping and stuff like that when we go away. It's got space up the top, we put our shoes up there, and generally have firewood in the next one, and then just little bits and pieces in the bottom one. And you can't really see, but all the way through on the other side, it's divided into 2 halves. On the other side's my spare tyre. I've just checked the battery after being in the shed for 6 weeks, something like that, and it's down to 83%. So that'll just, I'm putting in 13 amps. When the sun comes out, it's a bit cloudy right now, but when the sun comes out, that'll be putting in about 30 amps, and that'll have it charged up in, well, even at 15 amps, it's going to have it charged up in 3 hours. That's not too bad. I'm going to make another video about how the canopy actually works, how you get into the back of it. Just thought I'd start off with one that shows you how you get the canopy back on the car after you've been running around with it as a ute. So that's it for this video, and we're hopefully going away on the weekend in it. which is why I just put it back on. So maybe next week I'll have another video up about how it works, how much space is inside it, all the storage, all that sort of stuff. So that's it for now. I'll see you next time.